Learning physiology can be one of the toughest things to do in medical school, especially with the sheer amount of knowledge and the many difficult concepts to grasp. And one of the ways that we can learn very quickly is through having a tutor. But in this day and age, we have many people, especially on YouTube, who can teach very well. And I found that there were 5 main channels that were helpful throughout my journey in medical school. For those of you who are new here, my name is Chor Kuan and I'm currently a doctor working in Australia. And today I'll be sharing with you the 5 most helpful YouTube channels for learning physiology. So let's dive into it. When studying for exams, there are just so many things to learn, and the textbooks are a great resource, don't get me wrong, but I found that having a tutor next to me, especially even on YouTube, very helpful to learn, especially if they could explain the topic in a very short, concise 5 to 10 minute video, and then after that looking through the textbooks to get a better understanding of the topic. So let's look at one of the first YouTube channels that I think it's very helpful, Armando Hasudungan's YouTube channel. And this is a collection of hand-drawn diagrams, mainly on the topics of physiology. And I found it very easy to learn the concept, especially with someone drawing out for you. And some of the video examples that I have here was this video on iron physiology. This was one of the first videos I came across. It makes it so easy when someone points out this important concepts and it just clicks in your head. Now, the other video that I found helpful is this one on respiratory physiology. And respiratory physiology can be a very difficult topic to understand, but I find with colored diagrams, things actually stuck more easily and I could remember the topic and the explanations for exams. Why I found this channel helpful was because of the very clear diagrams and very clear explanations, and he takes you step by step to explain very difficult concepts and make it memorable to you. So if you had only one channel you would go to, this would be the one where I actually learned almost 90% of my physiology from. The second channel that I found helpful for learning physiology is Dr. Mike and Dr. Matt's YouTube channel. It's actually very interesting the way how they draw all these difficult physiological concepts and explains them on the whiteboard. It's almost like going back to school again, like learning in a lecture theatre in the good old days. And what I found helpful here was the clear explanations. How I came across this channel was when I was first studying for the MRCS, Member Royal College of Surgeons exams. I was trying to grasp the difficult concepts of the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system. I mean, I did have baseline knowledge from medical school before this and from the textbooks, but having someone explain it to you step by step actually makes it stick easier, and I could actually answer most of the exam questions after getting a better understanding around the topic. This is what their channel looks like, and I found this very, very helpful because they have very, very clear topics and they cover a very broad range of topics for medical school. This was the video that I first came across when I was studying for the MRCS exams years ago on the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system. Found it very helpful when someone drew out the difficult topics in a simplified diagram and helped me grasp the important knowledge for my exams. The other thing that I found helpful was the gas transport video where he explains clearly how carbon dioxide is transported in the body, and there was also a very good explanation of how oxygen is transported in the body. And do check this channel out because I found it absolutely crystal clear for exams. The third channel that I found helpful was Ninja Nerd's YouTube channel. And this is actually towards the more advanced tier of YouTube videos on physiology. His channel actually covers extensive range of topics and in great detail. And as you probably figured out by now, I actually like hand-drawn YouTube tutorials, especially on the whiteboard. And this was very helpful because it had very in-depth explanations. It goes into further detail compared to the other channels. And the videos generally range from about 30 to 60 minutes, and it covers a great depth, more than enough for exams. So this will be one place to go if you wanted to dive further into any topic. For example, this is his channel. It has very, very nice thumbnails and shows clearly which topic is being covered, and a quick search will show you it covers the most important physiology topics. And one of the videos that I found very helpful was this one. It's on the physiology of hemostasis, and I found that the drawings were very memorable for exams, and this is one place you would go to if you wanted in-depth explanations around the topic. Another channel that I found helpful is Medicosis Perfectionalis YouTube channel. This is actually one of my highly recommended channels, not just for physiology, but other topics including microbiology, pathology, or any topic that is covered on this channel. Explains the topics are explained in a very memorable way, and I actually liked the drawings a lot. So this is what the channel looks like. And one of the first videos I came across was the gastric physiology secretions video, and I found it memorable because the diagrams were very clear, and it's kind of like having a nice mind map drawn out for you to explain each topic in detail. And another topic that I was quite impressed with was the sympathetic nervous system video, where everything was explained very clearly and there are very clear tables to help your understanding. So do check this channel out, especially if you want memorable explanations. Now, the last channel I would recommend, well, not so much a channel, but I would search for this thing on YouTube, John B. West Physiology, Respiratory Physiology Lectures. And then you'll come across this playlist on respiratory physiology, and it contains a list of all his lectures and covers all the major topics for respiratory physiology. And I found this very helpful when I was in medical school. This is something I would recommend. I mean, the lectures are about an hour long, but if you go through it slowly, it would be worthwhile, considering the knowledge that you get is crystal clear from these lectures. Alright, so those are the top 5 YouTube channels for learning physiology. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.